What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be removing some pinstriping from my Denali and my Buick. I'm not sure what year this is, and sorry it's kind of windy outside, but why are we still putting gold pinstriping on white cars? And like, why are we doing this all together? I understand the Buick, like it's an old person car, but like, I don't know. Anyway, we are going to be removing this, and what I'm going to be using, I'll list down in the descriptions, but we're going to be using just a drill and a 3M eraser wheel, and then some 3M adhesive remover, and obviously a microfiber towel. Now, this will probably mar up the paint a little bit, and I'll paint correct this car later, but let's get started. I'm going to kind of show you the process. It's very, very simple, and it's very quick. This eraser wheel makes really quick work of things. So I'm going to set the camera up on a tripod and show you guys what I'm going to be doing. Now, really, the biggest thing you need to keep in mind is you don't want to stay in one spot for a long period of time and get the paint too hot that it bubbles, but it really doesn't take a lot. Now, as you can see, that took like what, maybe 30 seconds to do that whole entire fender. Now what we need to do is take some of this 3M adhesive remover, and I probably should be using some gloves, but put a little bit on here and then just wipe this down to get rid of all that glue residue. And doesn't take a whole lot. And wow, what a difference. Now we got the rest of the car to do. I anticipate this taking me a total of maybe 15 minutes. Now, about halfway through this project, my drill battery decided to die on me, so I wanted to show you guys another method. Now, this method really only works, I mean, it'll work if your pinstripe is all broken up, but it just takes a lot longer. My pinstripe is relatively new, so this method does work really well, and that's using a plastic razor blade and a heat gun. Still gonna go over it with a 3M adhesive remover, but we're just gonna heat this up and then scrape it off with a plastic razor blade. I will say that this method does leave a lot more glue residue, so you're going to have to scrub a little bit more with the microfiber and the adhesive remover, but it's not too bad. I will say that this method is definitely the slower method, and like I said, it leaves more glue residue. So a lot of times what I do is I soak that towel down and get the glue nice and wet, and then I go over it again just with the glue on the with the plastic razor blade, and then I wipe it off. So check out the difference between no pinstripe and a pinstripe. To me, I don't know, I just don't like the look of pinstriping. I think it's kind of an old school deal, and it's not like it's painted on, it's just cheap vinyl. It's not like a Von Dutch style pinstriping, which, you know, kind of looks neat on some vehicles. But on this, the gold with the already pearl paint, I think these cars look dingy. That's one of the reasons I wanted a gray one. I just don't like the color on these cars, and then that gold on top of it just makes it look even more dingy. So I think getting rid of it's going to look a lot better. Well guys, I think it looks better. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'll try to show you on both sides. The thing's really dirty right now. I just got back from hauling something with the trailer. As you can see, it's hooked up, but I think it looks a little bit better, and I'll try to get some better shots at the end of the video, maybe some still shots where the sun's not so crazy. But let's move this thing out of the way and let's get to the Buick, because it's going to be a little bit different. Now the Buick's going to be a little bit different because of a couple reasons. For one, the paint's older, right? That's a newer vehicle with newer paint that hasn't been out in the sun. It's not really cooked on. But the Buick, it's an 07, and if you look, see how cracked up and gross this is. So that method with using the plastic razor blade is not going to be your best option. And sorry again for the car being so nasty. You can see, if you saw my last video, they're digging a pipeline, so my road is completely trashed, so it's almost impossible to keep my cars clean. So the method we're going to use on this is going to be the eraser wheel. I think that's going to be the easiest way. So let's hook it up and see if we can knock this out. So as you can see, I had to go over this a couple times, and still not perfect. This one's going to require some paint correction. Like I said, this paint is a lot older, and those pinstripes are a lot older, so it's a lot harder to get this taken off. But we're going to continue on down the side, and then once we're finished, we'll probably clean it all up and do some paint correction, which I probably won't show you guys on video, but you've seen me do that before. But anyway, this one's a lot harder. It seems like there's a little bit of metallic in this pinstripe, so it's a lot harder to take off. So not only can you take off pinstriping, but it also works great on the dealer emblems, these vinyl graphics that the dealers put on. I generally take these off. Since I'm doing the pinstriping, I might as well go ahead and take this off. So I'm going to knock that off real quick. Well guys, we are all finished up. I really wanted to show you guys the car all cleaned up. This car took a lot longer and doesn't look quite as good as that one. It's going to require some paint correction, but I just don't have enough daylight today. But guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think that pinstripes look good? Would you have taken them off? What do you do with them? You know, I could always put them back on. It's just my preference to not have anything breaking up the paint. It's just an eyesore to me, and it looks kind of tacky after a while. It starts to break up and look brittle and nasty. So anyway, if you like this content, guys, please smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, go down and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click the bell icon. That way you're notified every time we drop new videos. And well, stay tuned, because we got tons planned for everything here.